Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Belatesh again. This is day 3 of science camp. And today I'm going to actually make 2 videos. One is me reading Iggy Peck Architect, which is a great book, and it's kind of like a little introduction to our bridge building activity for today. But if you've already read Iggy Peck Architect, or you have no interest in hearing me read Iggy Peck Architect, you can skip this video and just go straight on to the bridge building activity. But I love this book, and I like it because I think it's an inspiration. So if you're interested, listen, and I will read the book, Iggy Peck Architect. Okay. This is by the author Andrea Beatty and illustrated by David Roberts. And I think that is just, I love it. Look at all those measuring instruments and ways to draw and, oh, Iggy Peck Architect. Here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get, okay. Young Iggy is an architect and has been since he was 2, when he built a great tower in only an hour with nothing but diapers and glue. Ooh. "Good gracious, Ignatius," his mother exclaimed. "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen." But her smile faded fast as a light wind blew past, and she realized those diapers weren't clean. Oh my. "Ignatius, my son, what on earth have you done? That's disgusting and nasty. It stinks." So there he is, building a diaper tower out of glue and, unfortunately, used diapers. Ay, ay, ay. But very creative. But Iggy was gone. He was out on the lawn using dirt clods to build a great sphinx. A sphinx. In Egypt, there's something that looks like this. It's called a sphinx. And, oh, do you see he's got a cat down here to kind of give him inspiration. Oh, his dad does not seem to be too happy. Okay. When Iggy was 3, his parents could see his unusual passion would stay. He built churches and chapels from peaches and apples, and temples from modeling clay. Well, he is just a builder. So you can see here, it's made out of peaches and apples. And, oh, this is the peaches, this is the apples, and this is modeling clay. Oh, very interesting. Okay. At dinner one night, to his father's delight, Iggy got a bright gleam in his eye, and out on the porch built the St. Louis Arch from pancakes and coconut pie. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to St. Louis and seen the arch, but it is tremendous. It is so tall and silver. It's very beautiful. Okay. Dear Ig had it made until 2nd grade, when his teacher was Miss Lila Greer. On the very first day, she had this to say: "We do not talk of buildings in here. Gothic or Romanesque, I couldn't care less about buildings, ancient or new," she said in her lecture about architecture, "that it had no place in grade 2. Oh my, she seems a little strict. Look what she is doing. She's throwing away all these things about architecture. Oh no! Okay. That might seem severe, but she was sincere. For when she was no more than 7, she'd had a great fright at a dizzying height in a building so tall it scraped heaven. On an architect's tour of the 95th floor, young Lila got lost from her group. Oh, she has the same hairdo. She's really into the same hairstyle there. So she's visiting a very, very tall building. And, uh-oh, there's the group. And Miss Lila is stuck over here. Uh-oh. She was found 2 days later in a stuck elevator, eating cheese with a French circus troupe. After that day, it was quite safe to say she thought all building lovers were nuts As a teacher, she taught that above all, one ought to avoid them. No ifs, ands, or buts. Well, I would think that if you got stuck in an elevator with a French circus troupe, it might have an impact on you. So that's it. She did not want to look at anything having to do with buildings anymore. As you might guess, it would cause Iggy stress to hear such terrible talk. But he didn't hear. He sat in the rear while building a castle of chalk. You, Iggy Peck, your desk is a wreck. Tear down that castle right now. You will not build in here, is that perfectly clear? Do you need to see Principal How? Oh, I have to say, I love building, so I probably would not be like Miss Lila Greer. I think building is awesome. Okay. No, ma'am, Iggy said. He lowered his head, and his heart sank down to the floor. With no chance to build, his interest was killed. Now second grade was a bore. He doesn't seem very excited. Poor Iggy. After 12 long days that passed in a haze of reading, writing, and arithmetic, Miss Greer took the class to Blue River Pass for a hike and an old-fashioned picnic. So she seems very excited about it. You see her at the front? Oh, she's just marching along. But see where Iggy is way at the back? Oh, he's not happy at all. Poor Iggy. Poor Iggy Peck Architect. They crossed an old trestle to a small island nestled in the heart of a burbling stream. But they no sooner passed than the footbridge collapsed and Miss Lila Greer started to scream. We're trapped here! Oh my! Alas, kids, goodbye! Her eyeballs rolled back in her head. She dropped to the ground with a vague groaning sound. Luckily fainted, not dead. So, doesn't seem like a very good teacher in terms of being able to be prepared for disaster. Most teachers are very good at being prepared for disaster. But she just fainted. But I have an idea that there's going to be someone amazing who helps. Okay. The class was amazed. They stood there quite dazed, uncertain of what they should do. But one bright young man was off hatching a plan, which started with Miss Lila's shoe. Soon each lad and lass there at Blue River Pass was working together as one. Oh my goodness. So Iggy Peck has got a plan, and he's got them all working together. They're getting supplies, they're getting materials, he's got an idea. Do you see he actually drew a plan? That's what engineers do. They draw a plan, they come up with an idea, and then he's got all these people getting supplies, and now they're going to start building it. Ooh, good job, Iggy Peck, Architect. And when she came true, Miss Lila Greer knew that something quite brave had been done. She looked in the air and saw hanging there a structure with cables and braces. And on the far side, beaming with pride, were 17 smiling young faces. Boots, tree roots and strings, fruit roll-ups and things, some of which one should not mention, were stretched ridge to ridge in a glorious bridge, dangling from shoestring suspension. You see the beauty? Remember the plan that he had? I'm going to go back to the plan for just a minute. He had a plan. You see the plan? There's the plan that he had. Let's see how it looks. So this is the water down here, And then this is how he's gonna build the bridge. Okay, so let's see, does it look like the plan? It sure does. Look at that. So he got an idea, he drew it out first, and then he built it. Oh my goodness. Iggy Peck, you're amazing! It all became clear to Miss Lila Greer as she crossed that bridge over the stream. There are worse things to do when you are in grade 2 than to spend your time building a dream. Isn't that a beautiful bridge? Oh my gosh. Now, every week at Blue River Creek Elementary in 2nd grade, all the school kids can hear, along with Miss Greer, how the world's greatest buildings were made. The weekly guest speaker, in t-shirt and sneakers, talks of buildings from Rome to Quebec. Of course, he's the guy who builds towers from pie. That brilliant young man, Iggy Peck. Isn't that awesome? All right, great. So if you have been spending this time reading the book with me, I hope you got some inspiration from Iggy Peck. I love this book. And now I'm gonna stop recording this, and then you're gonna go to the next video, which is going to be talking about how to build a bridge out of only paper and tape. That's it. Yay! I'll see you in a minute.